Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Melody. I am the founder here at Anahata Yoga and one of the main teachers here at Anahata Yoga as well. Today's practice will be a soul flow practice. That's our take on Vinyasa flow. So if you're new to this practice, please go at your own pace. This will be a great introduction and also offering lots of variations for those that have been practicing for years. So let's get started. You'll need 2 yoga blocks today, so make sure that you have them handy. If you don't have yoga blocks at home, anything that can bring a bit of height or even making a little tent with your hands will be supportive for our practice. We'll find our way to seated. You can move any of your props off to the side so that they're handy for next time. And then start your practice with some grounding. We'll bring the palms face down and bring the thumb and the index finger together. Closing your eyes. Take a moment to find your breath here. In and out of the nose, or maybe in through the nose and out of the mouth. And with the eyes closed, tuning inwards, asking yourself what you need today. Checking in with yourself on that physical level. Checking in on that emotional level. And checking in on the mental level, seeing where your thoughts are at today. If you're hearing chatter or busyness, try to set it aside. Acknowledge it as it comes in, and then place it to the side of your mat, or maybe even visualize putting it at the front door. And I always like to remind myself that if I choose to carry it, I can pick it up later. Taking that moment to set intention. Your intention for today, or maybe the days ahead. And if you're not sure of what intention to choose today, maybe it's the reminder to be gentle with yourself. Let's have a beautiful practice. We'll start in our tabletop. Bring our hands underneath our shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Start to move through your cats and cows. Dropping the belly down, lifting your heart. Rounding the spine as you tuck your chin. Inhale, lift your heart, arch it in the back. And exhale, rounding through your spine. Moving through that with breath. And then maybe you want to start to add the feet. So the next time that you lift your heart, tap your toes, releasing the fascia of the feet. And the next time you round, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Find space in your shoulder. Moving through that, lifting the heart, tapping the toes. Rounding the spine, pressing through the tops of the feet. One more round like that. We're going to come back to neutral. Today we'll be playing with different transitions of how we can make our way to the top of our mat. And I'm going to give you 3 different versions that you can choose as we start to progress in our flow. So from tabletop, you could either tap your toes and press back to a down dog. And then from down dog, step forward. Or from table, you can step one foot behind the wrist and the other foot behind the wrist. Or if you find that this is challenging with weight in the upper body, my suggestion would be from your table, tuck your toes, press yourself back, walk to the back of your mat instead as another option for your transition. So your choice. We'll all come back to tabletop. You decide how you want to move to the top of your mat or to the back of your mat. I'm going to step forward from my table. So you have that down dog option, or stepping forward from table, or even pushing back, pressing back. Grab a hold opposite elbow, little sway here, side to side. Maybe shaking the shoulders. Opening up that throat chakra, getting a little funny with your voice here. Silly with your voice. It is a recording for a reason, so no one is here to judge you besides yourself. So please have some fun with it. Your practice should be a form of releasing. Get a little silly with me. And then we'll bring our hands to the earth. Grab a hold of your yoga block if you have one. Bring the block to the front of your left foot. Left hand's gonna stay on the block, or left hand can stay on the ground. Then into your left knee. Peace fingers in the right hand is gonna pull that hip up to the sky for you. So as you can see, I've lengthened my right leg, reach your arm up. Nice big hamstring stretch here. My knees are still aligned. And then exhale, float the hand down. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale, forward fold. Moving the block over. Right knee bends, right hand on the block. Left peace fingers to that hip. Lengthen the leg, rotate with your chest, and then reach the arm. And exhale, lower that hand back down and remove the block. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Be safe with the spine, so really bend into your knees, especially for the first couple rounds of forward fold. Press your hands into your thighs, roll yourself up. Take those arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half a lift. And exhale, forward fold. Let's lead with the right leg. Step it back into your plank. Followed by your left. If you want more space for the spine here, you can step the feet wider. Put your weight into your legs. We're all going to lower to our knees anyway to start. Find that tabletop again. Find chaturanga. Bend into your elbows. Hug them into your ribs. Flop down and lower down. From here, baby cobra to start, please. Try not to come to the full thing. Lift your heart, hands on your shoulders. And then either press back to table or meet me in down dog. So if you find that you're slipping in down dog, I always tell my students, step closer to your wrists. And then think about making space in your shoulder blades here, like someone's guiding them back for you. Inner creases of elbows are nearing each other, and that space is created. Try to find stillness here. Try to find your foundation of your downward dog, Uttanasana. Remember, you have options and then you transition. If you're joining me from down dog, we'll step the right foot forward between our hands. Then the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. The head will be the last to lift, just for it to be nice and safe here at the neck. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's do that one more time. Inhale. Arms up. Lift your heart, maybe come to a gentle back bend. Be safe here in the spine. Bend into your knees. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's lead with the left leg into our plank or our table. Your choice to step the feet wider. And your choice to lower to the knees, and we'll all come through that baby cobra again. Chaturanga. Baby cobra. And then make your way back, down dog or table. Finding that foundation in your dog again, this V shape here. Thumb is up towards the sky and the chest presses up towards your thighs. We'll set the left foot forward between our hands this time. Remember, you can choose how you want to transition. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root your eyes, press through your heels. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Closing the eyes here, just coming back to mountain and stillness. Namaskar B, meaning back at the top of our mat. From your Samasthiti, we're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wider. For some of us, it might even feel good to angle the toes out and just to protect the sacrum, or it might feel better for our anatomy to have the toes square. Knees are above ankles. We're coming into Uttanasana chair, Namaskar B. Inhale, arms up. Sit into your chair, your version of it, lifting through the heart, thumbs down, and then drawing that navel into your spine. So see that little tilt I just did it, drawing it in. Hands can either be at prayer or extended. I always like to joke, my hands wrap shoulders. I need to bring my hands to prayer and give those shoulders a rest. Find the three corners of your feet, big toe, heel to pinky. Maybe sit a little lower into your chair, Uttanasana. Weight is in your heel. Exhale, bring it out, forward fold. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale, forward fold. Find your way back into plank or table, taking your vinyasa. Chaturanga, bending those elbows, either lifting a baby cobra or full cobra. Please be mindful of your spine here. If there's too much compression, come back down to our first version, which is our baby cobra. Glide back, down dog. Remember, readjust the feet before readjusting the hands. Step the feet closer if you need. Don't worry if the heels don't touch. Listen to your body, listen to your anatomy, what feels good right now. This is already enough of a big hamstring stretch for me. Let's step our left foot forward between our hands, either from down dog or tabletop. Land your back foot on a 45-degree angle, so my right hip is still towards the top of my mat, but my right foot angles out. Lift up. You can either press into your front thigh or use the engagement of your core. Lift. Vinyasa A. Relax your shoulders from Goddess arms. Get a little taller here, navel to spine. So as I draw my navel in, I'm actually feeling more length in my back quad. Finding that nice Vinyasa A, strong warrior A here. Exhale, hands down. Step yourself back into plank. Take your vinyasa, chaturanga. Lift up. Find cobra, up dog, or baby cobra. Glide back. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Step your right foot forward. And let's bring that left foot on an angle. Knee above your ankle, lift up. Find Vinyasa A. Soften your shoulders, find Goddess arms again. And then think about getting tall through the spine. A little tuck of that pubic bone, engage spine. Arms are nice and wide at the legs. Oh yes, you're definitely feeling it more in that back left calf this time. Really root through your back heel. And then exhale, hands to the earth, step yourself back to plank. You can take a vinyasa or take a rest, your choice. Your rest can be your down dog, child's pose, or even tabletop. So otherwise, come through that vinyasa with me. And this time we'll make our way to the back of our mat. So walk your hands back. Heel toe your feet again to make space for Uttanasana chair. Sit low. Inhale, arms up to chair. Exhale, come all the way to stand. Hands to your hips. Get a little taller through your spine again. Tailbone to crown. Inhale, arms overhead. Lean towards the right, finding that side body stretch here, that lateral stretch. Space in your ribs. Lift yourself back up. Hands are interlaced into your Kali Mudra, and then lean to the other side. Space again through the side of the body and through the ribs. Lift yourself back to center. Relax the shoulders, sit into Uttanasana chair, your favorite pose. Or probably joking that that's your favorite because it's not mine. Inner thighs are active, squeeze that imaginary yoga block. Sit a little lower, bring your hands to prayer. I know you want to lean forward with your heart, put your weight into your heels, sit a little lower. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Walk yourself back out. Maybe this is going to be more core. You come up on the tiptoes, walk yourself out to plank. Take your chaturanga. Lower down first with control. Lift up. Find cobra. Lie back. Down dog. One more round of Namaskar B. Pick up your left leg. Step it between your hands. Land on that back right foot. Front knee is strong. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Find warrior A, Vinyasa A. Elbows wide again into your goddess. This time we're going to work through the upper body. Bring the forearms to close. Squeeze your shoulder blades to open. Bring them to close. Exhale to open. 2 more. Bring it to close. Exhale. 1 more. Bring it to close. And exhale. Lift your heart. Look up to the sky. And a little back bend here. And then exhale. Bring the hands back down to the earth. Step yourself back to plank. Taking your vinyasa again. Chaturanga. Lifting up. Finding your cobra. If you're joining me for up dog, you're going to press to the tops of the feet. Lift the knees. Gliding back. Down facing up. Are you breathing? Pick up your right leg. Step between your hands. Land on that back foot. On that angle again. 45 degrees. Lift up. Find your Vinyasa A. Exhale. Soften the shoulders. Remember, core is on. Core pulls in. Arms close. And open. Bring it to close. And open. Squeeze. Close. And open. 1 more. Close. And open. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Look up. Arching in that back slightly. Soften your jaw. Sigh out of the mouth if you need to. And like there's a string on your sternum, lift your heart to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. 1 more time, Vinyasa, step yourself back. Take your Vinyasa at your own pace if you like. And then a well-deserved Vinyasa, chest pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Forehead can be down on the earth, or another option, stack your fists, and then bring your forehead down. And that's okay if the bum lifts. So I purposely use that word deserve. Are there things that you feel like you don't deserve, or you can't give yourself permission? Yoga is all about permission. To listen to our body and what it needs. You are worthy of this time. You deserve this practice. That's what you connect with. Give yourself permission to rest. And give yourself permission to fully be here right now. Take a couple more breaths in your child's pose. We'll roll back up to table and meet at the back of our mat again. So bring your knees back to tabletop, tuck your toes, walk yourself back, coming to that forward fold at the back of the mat. Heel toeing the feet again. Don't worry, it's not another round chair. Inhale halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Rounding through that spine as you come up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're gonna pick up that right leg. So from your mountain pose here, Samasthiti, a little transfer of your weight to your left leg. Right knee comes into your chest, hands can come into your hips. Flex your foot, get a little taller again in that spine. If you're not able to bring your leg all the way up, that's okay, you can join me in the next part. We're gonna step our right foot forward into our lunge. Back knee bends, yes. Front knee above your ankle and core off. Start with the hands at prayer again. Sit a little lower into crescent, option to just bring that back and down if you like. And then lean your heart forward, find your prayer twist, twisting to the right. Now some of us will be able to hook the elbow, or you might feel more comfortable in your spine just to rest the arm here, or to even bring the hand to the inside of your front leg, maybe even on the block if you prefer. Another option is to do the opposite version of your open twist if you like. But if you're able to join me, coming into that twist, resting or hooking that elbow. Line up your thumbs with your sternum over your shoulder. This is too intense. You can always bring your back knee down. Prefer if you don't use that word intense in your practice. Practice should be soothing and nurturing, challenging, but not necessarily intense. Length through your back heel. Maybe open the arms if that's part of your practice over your shoulder. And then exhale, bring your hands to the top of your mat. Step yourself right back into your three-legged dog. So bend into your back knee. Sweep your right leg back. Three-legged dog, or even three-legged table if you want to lower that knee down. Option to stack the hips. Press through your top heel, press through your bottom heel, look underneath your armpit. And then square your hip to center, lower that foot down. Let's walk to the back of our mat, forward fold. You know this now. Inhale, upper lip. Exhale, forward fold. Roll all the way. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands to our hips. Let's put our weight into our right leg this time. Left knee up to our chest. Navel draws to spine, get tall again. Flex your foot. Remember, you could always carry that leg or find a different transition to get there. Left foot steps forward. Find your lunge. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, sink into your lunge, hands to prayer. Lean with the heart forward, prayer twist. Option again, rest, hand to the inside, or hooking that elbow. Looking over your shoulder, nice open twist here, close twist I should say, sorry, but opening through the shoulder, that's what I meant to say. Lining up your thumbs with your sternum again, look over that left shoulder. And maybe option to open up your arms. On your next exhale, look to the top of our mat. Hands can frame our foot. Step yourself back, three-legged dog, or you can lower the knee and come to three-legged table. Root through your right heel this time, stack those hips. Looking underneath that left armpit. This time you're going to keep that leg lifted, square your hip. Bring your knee to the inside of your ribs for Ekapada Konasana, pigeon pose. Untuck the toes at back leg. Option two, maybe pick up that knee and drive it further to the back of your mat. Right hip is going to press towards the top corner. And then your choice, are you using your yoga blocks here? Stay maybe a bit taller, coming onto forearms, or maybe you're coming onto the forearms without the blocks. We want to think about lining up the hips to the top corners of our mat. So not leaning onto one side, not rolling out of it. Hips are square at the top of our mat. And then find your way to pigeon pose. Another option, that's not part of your practice, is to come onto your spine. And cross your left ankle over top of right thigh instead. Then interlace your hands behind the thigh. Or maybe just leave the foot there and press that knee away. Your choice. So take a moment to decide where you need to be right now. Now this might be a posture you wish to stay longer. If you have the time to do so, you're welcome to pause the recording and stay a little longer. If you're ready to move, we'll bring our hands back under our shoulders, tucking our toes and lifting that knee. And then press back into your down dog. Maybe shake up the leg. We'll pick up the opposite leg, right leg lifts, knee to the inside of your wrist, lining up your heel above your groin. And then pressing your back hip a little bit more forward and decide where you need to land on this side. Not every side is equal, so maybe you need to be taller. Maybe you need to come into that reclined version, even if you didn't do so on the first side. Be safe with the knee here. Feeling that openness in the glute and the hip, and into piriformis. Broaden those shoulders again, find your breath. Sending your breath to the spaces that need it right now. Again, if you wish to stay longer on this side, pause that recording. Feel free to stay a little longer. Or start to press up, tuck your toes that back leg, shake it out in your three-legged dog or three-legged table, lowering that foot. Option to finish with the vinyasa, or just come right to seated at the top of your mat. And you're welcome to come onto your spine for Shavasana if you prefer to be here today. Wherever you need to rest right now. Recline, maybe legs up the wall, or in this easy seated pose right now with me. Taking a hand to the heart, find your heartbeat, find your breath again. Repeating that intention from the beginning of practice. Bringing that hand back down and switching hands, opposite hands comes to your belly. Breathing into your belly. Breathing back out. Knowing that any challenges that come your way, your breath is there to guide you. Giving yourself that permission to slow down when you need, to take rest, and to be present for you. Show up for yourself. I deserve this time. I deserve this practice. And I deserve to make my body feel good. This practice is all about self-love and giving your body what it needs. If you have time to stay longer on your mat, please do so. If you're ready to close practice, roll to a favorite side and slowly come up. Bringing our hands back to our heart center, Anahata, a place of love and kindness. Connecting our thumbs with third eye, Anjali chakra for intuition. Connecting our thumbs to our mouth, Vishuddha, our throat chakra, for speaking our truth with kindness. Back to that heart space, Anahata, for compassion and community. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. It's an honor to lead you through your practice. From my heart to yours. Put love in your heart. Namaste.